The plight of Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit has been etched on the nation's conscience since his capture by militant group Hamas back in 2006. Israelis have pressured the government into offering 1,000 Palestinians in exchange for Shalit's safe return. And as Palestinians stage protests for National Prisoners' Day, calls for the swap are getting louder.
Ziad Abu Ain has been in and out of Israeli prisons for more than 30 years, which is why he's cynical about any proposed prisoner exchange between the sides. He was supposed to be part of an Israeli-Palestinian deal in 1983, but says the Israelis tricked the Red Cross and sent someone else in his place. Still, he's hoping that his lifelong friend Marwan Barghouti will be freed in a future exchange that would see Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit come home.
We were hiding, me and Marwan, several places before. In April 15, he came to this house, and they came after him to this house. Just a little time, we were surrounding all the house, coming by civil Israelis, military guards, and after that, a lot of tanks, helicopters, vessels, Israeli vessels, thousands of soldiers were surrounding all the area, especially my house.
Marwan Barghouti heads the Palestinian list, but he's a controversial choice in Israel, where he's serving 5 life sentences for killing Israelis. This is the headquarters of the Israeli army. It's arrested some 11,000 Palestinians who are now in Israeli jails. Thousands more have passed through the system. Most of them have been found guilty by Israeli courts of terrorism, although a significant number are still awaiting trial. Fayed Abu al-Hajj was 16 years old the first time he was arrested. He spent the next 15 years behind bars, and like many former prisoners attending this conference, he supports the deal on the table, 1,000 Palestinian prisoners for 1 Israeli soldier.
Israelis say it should be 1 prisoner for 1 prisoner. But if this criterion was used, we would have to capture 11,000 Israeli soldiers in order to exchange 11,000 Palestinian prisoners. It is not reasonable. Shalit is a soldier and he was caught in uniform. We are a people under occupation, and it is our right to resist the occupation.
Shalit has been in Hamas hands since June 2006. Many believe if Hamas were ever to release him, it would be to gain political points. And it will make a huge difference to the Shalit family, who've had no contact with him since he was captured. Despite the risks, they say a deal must be cut.
Basically, Israel, when releasing terrorists which have committed terror actions in the past, Israel have to take care that they won't go back to these kind of actions, and we have the measures to do that.
Most Israelis want a deal to go ahead, although a growing voice feels the price is too high. And the Israeli government wants to save face with its own population, fully aware, however, that the release of 1,000 prisoners might only encourage more kidnappings further down the line. Paula Slier, RT, Israel.